let's talk about procrastination. But before that, let me share you a story. When I was in grade 10, I had an English assignment due in 12 hours, which was worth 30% of my grade. So I thought, okay, I have 12 hours to complete this assignment. How about I finish my lunch and then get back to it? So I started eating my lunch, and when I finished my lunch, I completely forgot about the assignment. What happened was I used my phone after finishing my lunch, and the whole day just passed by, and I had 2 hours remaining. And that's when I realized, oh shit, I have an assignment due in 2 hours. So I'm sure you guys must be aware of how that feels. And I'm sure that you must have noticed that this happens with you. Why does it happen with you? After finishing your meal, after eating your food, you feel like you can't go back to studying directly. You need to scroll through your phone a bit before you feel charged to study. I'll try to explain it to you why that happens. Okay, so as you can see this graph, the y-axis represents your dopamine level. And this graph is basically how your brain releases dopamine when you're eating without using your phone. So as you can see, the dopamine levels drop down in the end, which basically means you get bored, which is also what we know. Because when you eat without using your phone, you are bored. You are just chugging down food without any entertainment. So I'll tell you, okay, so you get bored, right? But this is an advantage. When you are already bored, you are 80% more likely to directly work on your assignment rather than procrastinating and, not doing it. Now, here is another graph. This graph represents how your brain releases dopamine if you're eating while using your phone. As you can see, the dopamine level increases, which basically means you're happy, which is a good thing, right? It is a good thing, but when you're happy, then why would you want to do something which is extremely boring? Why would you want to work on that assignment? Your brain would force you to even forget about that assignment that is due in 12 hours. You're more likely to procrastinate until the anxiety of that deadline causes you to stop consuming more dopamine. So you're like, okay, that's a good thing, right? So now I'll finally be able to work on my project. Well, not really. This is the third graph. It's about the steep decline. This is not a scientific term, this is what I named it. So as you can see, there is a sharp high and then a steep decline. So the high represents when you were using your phone, and the decline represents when you finally get back to working on that project. So here I've written panic kicks in. What does that mean? Why will I get panicked? Okay, so first of all, when you were really happy throughout the day and suddenly you are doing the most boring task, you will feel like you cannot do anything. You have noticed sometimes when you feel like, I can't do anything today, let me just lie down on my bed and scroll. This day is wasted, tomorrow I'll do it 100%. You know that feeling we all get? When you just want to lie down and just wake up tomorrow and work on it, you cannot do anything today, you're just incapable. That's exactly the feeling you will get. It makes you feel incapable of doing anything except scrolling your phone. So I have set a boundary. This is a boundary you need. It's actually like so good. I have stuck it to my wall. It says no phone while eating. So basically, just don't use your phone while eating. Just follow this rule. This is a strict rule. If you actually follow it, then there is a chance that you will not procrastinate after eating your food, which is pretty good. So here is the summary. Summary is, if you have an important task or some difficult task due, then bore yourself out before the task. so that the task will become more interesting and you will feel happier. I know you must have seen those videos where a guy says boredom equals to success. So basically, they're just talking about the same concept, but now you know it better than almost everyone because I explained it to you. So yeah, that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Yeah.